Senior boy.
Presido, now that Bamia.
Hey, Presido. 2045. Presido 2045.
Ah,
I don't know. No, Kenedy, Agyapon can't do grand amount, you know. That bomb be empty. Now,
some microphone.
That's what you mentioned. George. The microphone is George.
I'm not in charge of the agenda. Those who are business managers, those agree on the agenda, and those of us who are members of Parliament will do accordingly. It's my expectation that parliamentarians will do their work. Maybe there might be a colleague here who is on the parliamentary business outside the chamber. But I'm expecting all parliamentarians to do their work.
Please allow.
Why? Yeah.
That is it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey! We're managing. Oh, why not talk to you? The Honorable Afenyo, can you come and respond? Oh, I think they are
Hi.
You're welcome. This is not done. A new parliament. There's no appropriation for that. And the swearing in of appropriation of resources. That would mean that the swearing in of the president, you don't want that. And today, it is coming. That's what I'm saying. If you sell yourself for halfpenny, they'll buy you for nothing. And today, the evidence is out there that Ghanaians were just waiting for the day. They were waiting for only December 7th to teach the MPP a lesson. And I want you to send this message out clear. If there's any clear thing that this election has revealed to us, it has revealed to us that MPP was actually not winning elections, especially from 2016. They were stealing the mandate of the people through the filling of ballot boxes and bringing them out. We managed to hold them in Ashanti this time. The ballot boxes couldn't come out. So you see, when they're making the cry that 1.2 million or so Ashanti people didn't vote. It's not true. The people in Ashanti region voted. They voted in the numbers they were supposed to vote. But the ballot boxes that they stuffed couldn't come out. That explains why that you see that huge gulf. And so that's why I'm telling you that once we have gotten that secret out, they can never do that thing again to win elections.
After a lesson learned by the party, by the APC party, what program would you describe? What program would you give to an advice to the APC?
No, as far as we have always been aware that if you don't know death, you can sleep. Then what Ghanaians have done to the MPP tells us that if you are a government and you come and you are arrogant, you are power drunk, you are corrupt, you are impervious to advice, you are insensitive to the plight of the people. When they are crying and they are telling you that things are hard for us, you tell them they can go to hell. Any government that comes and treats the people with contempt, they will teach you that lesson. Fortunately for us, President Mahama is a very humble person. He's not as haughty and capricious as Nana Akufo-Addo, who thinks that, in fact, at a point he thought he was almost God, saying that he will never hand over power to anybody as if the power was his personal property. I'm sure you heard that. You heard him saying he will hand over power to Mahama, as if the power he was holding was his personal property and he can pick and choose who he wanted to hand over to. Today, whom is he handing over to? So if you say that there's no gravity, jump and let's see whether you suspend. Today, the laws of gravity have brought Nana Akufo-Addo down. You know, when President Mahama came out as president-elect to meet him, you know one of the first things he said? He said, oh, President Mahama is one of my best friends. All of a sudden, the President Mahama he has been vilifying for God knows how long. He suddenly became his best friend. You see how God can humble people? The Nana Akufo-Addo who thought he was God is come down to the earth. And now he's now appealing for the friendship of President Mahama. But he will not be deceived. Ghanaians want accountability. Every one of them will account. From Nana Akufo-Addo to Dr. Bawumia to all their they will account for every person that is missing. That is why President Mahama is launching the oral operation to recover all the loot. All the lootings they've done, from money to land to everything.
IMF say almost 96 million pounds now. And the IMF say applying for now only applying for at the Hong Kong to release the money, and that's why John Mahama is leading negotiations now, renegotiations of the IMF program. What did they say? We will get a release from the IMF to be able to access the rest of the money. That project needs to be completed in 18 months, and I believe in the next 18 months under John Mahama.
How did you hear that?
One thing.
Was it 18 months?
And the wax, James and I see you have wax in your ear. Earphones were washing. But near one, they said the project lifespan contract now on the Parliament for loan, 18-month contract. So I'm sure that once the IMF clears it for us to proceed within 18 months, they should complete, because that's the tenure of the project. What I say?
We are in the majority in this country. Why is it that we are celebrating 41 people? It means that it was worse before. So the work has just begun. I think that considering that we all accept now that we have this legal framework within which we should work, both in elected office and appointed offices. So we have to collectively, men and women, ensure that we have giant strides. We've been calling for too long. I mean, this is Ghana, for goodness sakes. This is Ghana. We are the eye of Africa, or we were, but we can take back that position. We're working hard to ensure that this does not become one of the laws that is passed and sits on shelves gathering dust. We must let it have a life of its own. And the media, men who understand women issues and believe that we can indeed, when put in leadership positions, perform to the best of our ability. All of you put your shoulders to the wheel and let's see this.
Along with what are some of the expected?
Well, I don't suppose that this is going to be a long sitting, so I'm not expecting any magic to be happening. I'm expecting my side of the house to assist government to do right by the country. That I will expect also that my side of the house don't allow bills that and concessions that will cause us problems in future to be passed. Look, I am totally against personally, I'm against the granting of what is the word now? When people ask for some relief to be given, the word has just escaped me, but we cannot be giving money away to, especially foreign companies. We appreciate their presence in our country, but if you see where we are with our economy, this is not the time to be giving concessions and the tax waivers. I personally am against that. Until we remove the obnoxious taxes on the sanitary towels, I would never support the tax waivers. Thankfully or unfortunately for me, it's not a thing that you stand up and say, I'm against it and then it's done. But this is my sentiment, and I hope that my side will take it into consideration until the taxes are removed on the sanitary towels. Nobody deserves a tax waiver. Nobody deserves a tax waiver. Yes, thank you.
You said the last time. When
You know your colleague is in Kenya, then you come and stand against that. Really?
Akaba.
Yeah.
And the last time I got some victory now, I will be here. And more call minority and majority side.
Some of the kind of catch say this election we are going a very decisive.
Only as old one.
Me boy, and then other one.
Okay, say very decisive.
Well, first of all, Ghana is still peaceful. That's one of the most important things. That's what very the Ghanaian people say Emma NDC for another chance. Going to government. Let's see how it's going to be. When we better, more we are who maybe
Because
of maybe photo.
And no marry photo. And then they will okay some become minority side.
Now we say me tuning yet too deep. Okrama nya okra bone. We say we wo bio.
We try
We could don't pay we wo. Because Ghanaians overwhelming mandate and yet just presidential since you started fourth republic. Mampenyi bianya mandate to say his excellency President Mama. Say your quality manos 9 your friend say 9 constituencies. After they have the full figure. President Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia MPP Flabedan. The final percentage 40% crap, 39%. Well, see, never in the annals of our country's history.
I'm waiting to say that when you are present, we are the Pamo.
We are a Jumafunu,
it's move by
Juma Papa. Because number one, we compare record. We compare President Mama record to Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia record for 8 years. And Nana Akufo-Addo they did a shambolic job. Okay, maybe to macroeconomic indices. President Mama was sorry on 7th January 2017. Inflation here is 15%. Nana Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia at a point, only inflation rate of 54.2%.
They say Ghana for
Miba, CD there, Nana Akufo-Addo can say Okofa or the Dr. Bawumia from the Bank of Ghana to stabilize the city. No, CD no, aya hata. CD no aya hata. Under his watch, CD echo 1 to 17 CDs and over. Under Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia watch. Okay? Food index. Disobia. Uko Joma koto tomatoes and a jenny and a this. The next time Bukwa. Sura neko. Over 85%. Apart from the inflation that is galloping. The debt aka. President Mama Jai office on the 7th of January 2017. The total indebtedness now from independence to President Mama 120 billion. Nana Akufo-Addo just September last year equal to 876 billion. Almost 760 something billion.
So Ghana for their mama. They say Ghana for her dear name.
Until I can say Nina committed other two now, Omo campaign said he was streaming the top. Because Omo Ghana system useless to majority of Ghanaians. And me Traka. And yes, MPP who me election so Krono no mubo all the time. Krono no all the time. I'm telling you. Che, obi ka che say Ashanti region omo to aba oboa. Omo to aba. What they used to do in Ashanti region is you have stuffed ballot boxes. You the thumb printed ballot boxes in Ashanti region and parade them as votes. Into the 1.2 million votes when we said and my Ashanti region. Krono now upon this time is so vigilant that the ballot boxes could not come out. So this time they can never do that again in the history of our country. Because once they are security, they will never come back to power. Yes, back. Oh, Massa, say we say a diabua, wouldn't that so say roof there that you know, oh, Joma, who make man answer the field. So Nipania, which is a Wawu, a Jom market, or who Joma, who best have been said in final announcement, and Yabu, because of Biati. Yes.
What proverb would you give to describe the victory? I mean, the party's victory.
You see, I said it before that when a lion is found of patronizing the market, they will treat it like a puppy. You see, the MPP, because of power the Ghanaian people gave to them, they so abuse the power that Ghanaians put them at their proper place. If an elder is found of patronizing the play of children, you will carry their drum. So today, it's very out there that the mandate that was given the MPP and that was so grossly abused, today they will be concerned to the opposition for many years. Because Ghanaians had indicated, when Ghanaians were complaining life is hard, they are trampling on their rights, they are seizing their lands, they are polluting our rivers.
Look, the minimum times he visited a constituency was 3 times, minimum, and only minimum. That's the barest minimum. Minimum, aside the 3 times now for main political campaign, or some for either a year and now a sorry program and now a fashion program. So clearly, our candidate campaign, the national campaign, the food soldiers work so hard. No media also media. So it's a combination of all persons are now we are so committed. I was saying Ghana, yes, sir, the arrogance. Now you just too much disrespect to our environment and many things. And there you too much.
Even if you're looking at the gap, any numbers among your parliament, you have no excuse to make sure say Ghana for anybody Ejuma.
Well, Ejuma no dey be better say yen nyina ye kabom because for example, Mampeniaka say oral ye one of the big things ye ba be operation retrieve all loot. Say who winning be na one meka yen to me nkonkoye de enkonkoye wu. Nya wo say ye from parliament ye be. Nya wo say ye at cabinet levels ye be. But wo say yen nyina ye kabom na yen mo yen share information ebebua
and the oral no be Ejuma na Ghana for the Mwajime report.
Exactly. Because nipa what time of minus can or the kwa kusie kura ebi na obebua na mo yesie obi. And say wo saa nipa no one find information na ba ebeye dey say ebi mu say bibie wo. Cecilia da pa dey e ba abo. Say enye ne house helps for omo tambia ekoda na bibi no ka say ye nyina ye nti. So that is how it is that we must all be willing to share.
Even if board is appointment and I'm council, but ministry be
appointment no, yeah, idea man.
But say about obey.
Well, it's one of the already say yeah that. Any responsibility. Good, how are you? Congratulations.